What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurai, and here is another Wi-Fi battle for you guys. This is Wi-Fi battle number 74, and this is against SneakyAccelgor. I actually wanted a UU battle, so he was willing to battle me, and yeah. So, anyways, we're battling in the UU tier, which is different from what I've done previously. So, yeah, mostly the battles that I've done are like OU and stuff like that. So this time we're gonna be playing UU, and Sneaky has a pretty interesting UU team. He has Zoroark, Crawdaunt, Haxorus, Torkoal, Gastrodon, and Bronzong. Well, I had the team that I made a team builder about, which was Red Tips. Well, actually, I wanted to make it Red Tips, but it was already a mon I bred, but it was from a different game. So it's just Sceptile for now. I mean, well, it is Sceptile, but anyways, we have Red Tips, the Mega Sceptile, Cousin, the Feraligatr, Butter Knives, the Dewblade, Huge Bish, the Huge Bish, the Blissey, Morclay, the Claydol, and Pork Chickies, the Emboar. So anyways, let's get into this battle. I actually had this battle yesterday as I'm recording this. So yeah, I actually had this battle is pretty much fresh in my mind. So this time I'll actually remember what plays I did. But anyways, Sneaky's gonna start off, and he starts off with Bronzong, as I start off with my Portuguese, since I felt like Portuguese was the best start against his team. So he's actually going to switch out Bronzong because he doesn't want to get hit with the Flare Blitz, as I actually do go for the Flare Blitz onto the Gastrodon. So Gastrodon comes in to sponge the hit, and it takes it decently well. So that told me that his Gastrodon was most likely a physically defensive one. So basically, I knew that Portuguese wasn't going to deal with this thing at all. So I actually switch out my Portuguese, and I go into my Sceptile. Actually, no, I go into Huge Bish, my Blissey, as he goes for a Toxic. So even though I went for Toxic, it doesn't really matter because Huge Bish has a natural cure, so I don't really have to worry about getting a status. But anyways, I set up my Stealth Rocks right here, I believe. I do set up my Stealth Rocks on this play as he switches out, bringing in the, now he brings in Bronzong. So yeah, I did go for the Stealth Rock right here, since I felt like that was the best play for me to make. So I go for the Stealth Rock, as I believe he actually, I think we trade, so he basically sets up his lair as well. So yeah, I am going to get poisoned a little bit. I am taking a little bit of poison damage, but I switch out right here. I bring in Butter Knives. I bring in Butter Knives as he goes for Stealth Rocks, like I had mentioned before. So right here, he actually switches out, and he goes into the Torkoal to scout for whatever move I was going to go for. So Torkoal's going to come in and take some Stealth Rock damage, taking 25%. So I go Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw does a good amount, actually. I'm actually switch out because I don't want to get hit with the Lava Plume. So I go into Morclay, which I felt like was kind of the best play I could make. I could have went into a Huge Bish, but I didn't really feel like that was the right play. So he goes Lava Plume. Lava Plume does not that much. I go for an Earth Power right here, and Earth Power does a good amount of damage, but it doesn't take out the Torkoal, which I kind of wanted to happen. But I'm guessing that his Torkoal is more specially invested. But anyways, there goes the Torkoal after this next Earth Power. So a Torkoal drops right there. Now I believe he brings in Gastrodon on the switch in. No, he actually brings it. No, he brings in the Zoroark on the switch in now. So he actually doesn't what's it called? It doesn't actually hide the Zoroark. It just comes out like that. But I go into Huge Bish to scout whatever Zoroark this thing was gonna, whatever move Zoroark was gonna go for. He actually goes for a Dark Pulse. I was thinking in my mind that he would actually go for knockoff or something like that, so I wanted to scout for that, but he just went for the Dark Pulse play anyway. So I felt pretty confident in staying in with Huge Bish. So he goes for a U-turn right here. U-turn isn't going to do that much since Huge Bish has a lot of investment in defense. Pretty much max defense. But anyways, he brings in Crawdon as I actually go for a Thunder Wave on this play. So I go Thunder Wave just in case he wanted to go for knockoff on if he wanted to go for knockoff, but he didn't go for the knockoff plays. So getting a Thunder Wave on that Crawdon was really huge for me. So right here, I believe I switch out and I go into Butter Knives, I think. No, I actually go into Sceptile, never mind. So I bring in Sceptile as he actually goes for, or he attempts to go for a knockoff right here. So he does get paralyzed right there. If he didn't get paralyzed, that knockoff would have done a lot of damage to me. So right here, he's going to bring in the Bronzong as I actually Mega Evolve right here and get off my Leaf Storm. Which Leaf Storm actually, which the Bronzong eats the Leaf Storm up pretty well right here. So I go for the Leaf Storm, I land it, and Leaf Storm does about 30% to it. So pretty much I switch out because I realized I didn't really do that much. And that basically told me that, again, his Bronzong was special defensive. So I switch. I go back into Portuguese. No, I bring in Huge Bish this time. Because I think I wanted to... I forgot what I wanted to do here. I think I wanted to scout to see what other... to see if he had, like, Earthquake or whatever. Because I was thinking about going into Portuguese. But he goes for the Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball does not that much, actually. So Bronzong's going to gain some lefties health back. As well as a Huge Bish. But he actually switches out right here. Goes back into Crawdon, predicting another Thunder Wave, I think. So I think I actually... Now I go Stealth Rock again. Now I go Stealth Rock. I thought I went Stealth Rock initially, but I guess I didn't. But anyways, now right here, I'm pretty much forced to switch out because I just stay in because I wanted to break whatever. If he had like a sash on him or whatever. So I break the sash. If he had one, he goes knockoff, and there goes Huge Bish. So Huge Bish drops. Now that gives me a free switch in into anything I want. So I think I actually bring in Sceptile right here. Okay, never mind. I actually bring in Portuguese. So I bring in Portuguese because I was trying to bait him to go for an Aqua Jet. So I switch out. I bring in Sceptile right here. To again scout if he was gonna go for. Actually, I think I wanted to bait in the Gastrodon actually, but he just stayed in and went Aqua Jet anyway. So he goes for the Aqua Jet, lands it. Aqua Jet doesn't do that much. I go for a Giga Drain and I take his health away, all of its health. So there goes Crawdon, right there. So Crawdon drops, and now he is pretty much free to bring in whatever he wants. And I think he actually brings in the Bronzong, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he does bring in the Bronzong. So he brings in Bronzong. I'm fearing the Gyro Ball, so basically I just go back into my Butter Knives, since that was the best play for me to make. So yeah, I bring in Butter Knives. I bring Butter Knives back in as he goes for a Gyro Ball on the switch in. So Gyro Ball does no damage to my Butter Knives since Butter Knives is so slow. He even got a crit right there, which didn't even matter since Butter Knives is so bulky. I love Butter Knives. But anyways, he's going to switch out Bronzong, predicting the Shadow Claw. I actually make a prediction, predicting him to bring in the Zoroark, and I go for an Iron Head right here. And this Iron Head literally rocks this Zoroark, and it just drops right here. So, boom, there goes Zoroark, and Zoroark drops. Which was huge, because then, if I did go Shadow Claw, then it definitely wouldn't have taken out Zoroark. But anyways, he goes for a Scald right here as I go for a Swords Dance. He actually gets the burn right there, which kind of mattered. He gets the Swords, I get my Swords Dance off, and pretty much after that burn, I'm back to neutral, so that really sucks for me. So now, Butter Knives is only gonna get like neutral damage on this. I mean, he's only gonna get like not that much damage on it, but he goes Scald again. I barely live the Scald. Live it on 21. I actually go Destiny Bond right here. Destiny Bond was kind of it was a meh play. I actually kind of thought that I was gonna like, I forgot what I thought right there. I don't think I was thinking correctly on that play. I think what I should have done. Okay, no. Actually, that was the better play for me. So he recovers. I go Shadow Claw, and Shadow Claw does no damage to him. Does like 20%. Because of that burn. So I drop right here. I drop Butter Knives, and pretty much, that actually does kind of suck because I don't have a way. I don't really have a way outside of Embor to deal with the Bronzong at the time. So, anyways, he switches out Gastrodon because again, that's his only switch in. He goes back into Bronzong. I actually just go Dragon Pulse, I think. Yeah, I do go Dragon Pulse, predicting the Bronzong to come in. So Bronzong comes in, takes the Dragon Pulse very well actually. So I probably could have went Leaf Storm, but I just felt like Dragon Pulse was again the better play. I actually no, I think I went Dragon Pulse because I was predicting him to go into Haxorus, because I was predicting him to predict me to go for a Grass type move, but instead he brings in the Bronzong. Bronzong goes for an Earthquake right here on the switch in, which was smart on his part to go for. Earthquake does a lot, but Portuguese is living, and Portuguese lives that, and I just rock this thing with the Flare Blitz. Actually, no, I go Superpower predicting the switch into Gastrodon. So he brings Gastrodon in on the switch in, as I actually go for the Superpower play right here. So Superpower hits, it does a lot, and Gastrodon is gonna take that somewhat well, actually. Actually, no, it didn't take it that well. But I go for the Superpower again. Being at -1 and in defense and it's in an attack, I am still able to drop this Gastrodon. Gastrodon drops, and now all he has left is Gastrodon. All he has left is Bronzong and Haxorus. So right here, Haxorus comes in. I was so scared of this Haxorus once this thing came in, because I was fearing that it could have been like scarfed or whatever. But I go for the Superpower first, so that told me that I was faster. So he actually goes for the DD, and since he went for DD, I was so scared, because I thought he would have been like a Lum. Well, if he was a Lum Dance set, 'cause I think that's what I was thinking, or he was like Life Orb or something like that. But I bring in Morclay right here to scout for what move this thing was going to lock itself into, or what move it was going to go for. He goes Dragon Claw, and Dragon Claw does a lot, and Morclay is my physically defensive wall on my team, so that is insane how much that did, being at being at +1. So yeah, Claydol just drops right there, which was a little unfortunate. But now I bring in Cousin. Cousin was the best thing I could have brought in, since it has some decent bulk on it, so I was hoping that it could live the Dragon Claw, and it does. It pulls through, it lives it, goes for an Ice Punch, and there goes Haxorus. So Haxorus is gone. Now, I was so happy this thing was gone. But he brings in Bronzong right here. My only offensive mon left was going to be, Sceptile. So I was kind of okay with going for the waterfall play. He goes Toxic right here, which honestly didn't make any sense to me. He could have just taken out Cousin, but he didn't take out Cousin. And Cousin doesn't have to worry about it because I got that Lumberry. I don't have to worry about Toxic, no burning, no nothing. So I just go for the waterfall, and Bronzong just drops right here. And that is pretty much game. So yeah, that was a pretty close game actually. So good game on Sneaky's part. He played that game fairly well actually. Again, that Haxorus at the end really scared me. If he was like a Twist Scarf set, and he had locked himself into Outrage or something like that, or if he was Life Orb, he definitely 110% could have brought this game back, and he could have won this game. But he was most likely the Alum Dance set. He was most likely the Lum Dance set. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for this Wi-Fi battle. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it and you want more, and I will see you in the next one. So take care and have a good one.